So, well, here's another video of just me playing Bed Wars and talking about things because I have nothing to upload. I am currently grinding SSGP and that is quite uneventful. Today we're going to talk about school subjects. And in fact, we're going to talk about my opinion on them. First of all, we got English. No, English is it's pretty mediocre in my opinion. You you just learn language and how to speak it, how to write it, how to you just learn a bunch of things in language and language just reading and writing the components of it. And I think that's pretty important because that's the language you're speaking. So that's pretty goddamn important. I give it a thumbs up because it's important. And next one I want to talk about is math. Math is underrated. Math is actually good. Math is a good subject if you know what I mean. Math is actually a good subject if you know what I'm saying. Math is good math because math does math is like people say math is really hard, but if you know what you're doing in math, you're gonna be fine. If as long as you listen in class, you'll be fine because they actually just teach you many things. Like math class is good because they actually teach you stuff, right, that you'll actually be using. That's why math class is actually good. I give math class a thumbs up. And um next, what shall we do next? Let's do science next. Science is a weird subject as it's an important subject, honestly. You'll definitely be using science in your life. Science is good, but how they're teaching it is actually just really weird. Because how they're teaching science is they're just giving you a bunch of knowledge, right? And then it's basically like just for science, what they're doing is they're actually just giving you a bunch of knowledge and just expecting you to just know everything. They don't give you time to prepare. Like for other subjects, like for example math, they like throw a bunch of exercises at you, but science, they give you nothing. They just give you a bunch of information, hopes you retain them. They just hope you have big brain, 140 IQ, and then just give you the test. The science, I don't know about it, man. It's pretty dumb. It's a good subject, but the way they're teaching it is kind of weird. Next subject is is physical education. Physical education is a really good subject as you don't have to learn anything. You just have fun. Most of the times you just play a bunch of games. And that's what I like. I feel like it should be that way. I feel like this is how it should be like. Physical education is great because dude, I just got absolutely mauled by this zero health guy. I don't know what to tell you. Physical education is great because you're actually just having fun. You're not like learning any important things unless your dream is to become a professional athlete. You're not learning anything important. You're just having fun. And it's the most fun subject. That's why I give it a thumbs up. It's cool. Next is history. History is so bad. History is so bad because why do you need to learn about it? It happened in the past, bruh. And if you're saying things like, oh, we're doing it so that the past doesn't repeat itself, I think I think we're all pretty aware of the fact that that's not how it works. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's just not how it works, man. Like just because the people just because terrorists know about 9/11, does that mean they're just not gonna they're just not gonna terrorize everyone in the world? No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. People are gonna the history always repeats itself. It's as the saying goes, history always repeats itself. And all right, next subject I want to talk about is the next subject I want to talk about is something I would like to call one of the most fun subjects apart from physical education, and that subject is music. Music is so cool because you're learning how to make music. Sounds really obvious, I know, but it's the truth, and you can't argue with that. Music is cool because like studies have shown that music can help people like study better. They can help people with mental disorders. They can help people with like mental illness to get better. And well, music is just really helpful in general. It's really fun and it's really important. And it's not often that you get a subject that's important and also really fun at the same time. It's fun because you get to write your own music and play some instruments, which is cool, obviously. I have yet to find a person who has not found that cool. Therefore, music gets a big thumbs up from me. Music is sick. Music, top tier subject, no cap. Next subject I want to talk about is now. You know how I said music was one of the best subjects? This subject I'm going to talk about right now is one of the worst subjects. Okay, and this subject is a little something that I would like to call, drum roll please, health. Okay, health is bad, actually. Health is actually just really bad. Health is bad because you're not like, what are you learning in health? What do you learn in health? You learn things like, oh, so you're in like middle school or high school, wherever you are, and what you're learning is like things like drugs because people do drugs a bunch in yeah. But that's like what's the point? There's really no point. Everyone like in fact, you're gonna know like how it's bad for your health, right? Isn't it obvious for like isn't it obvious that if you fill a vape with like toxic chemicals just to give it this flavor without using anything that would be mildly obvious to be bad for your health, not mildly obvious, extremely obvious to be bad for your health, does that mean it'll still not be bad for your health? No, no, not at all. I think people know that. All right, I think people know that. I don't think you need a I don't think you need a subject to talk about it, and also like personal safety and stuff. Things like prevent injury. I think people also already know that. I think people know how to stay safe. I think people know that you should be wearing helmets when you're biking because you know falling on your head that's gonna deal some damage. I think people know that from playing PUBG. Now, what school subject am I missing here? I don't think I'm missing any because I've said all the important stuff. So I guess might as well end the video here. Um, that was my thought on school subjects.